Hi guys, I'm Christian, and this is the 11th Christian burial of the day. I'm here.
So am I.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we got down to, we got down to obviously the final four, and the four of us had like a final four deal. So I think it was just, I don't know, the girls maybe had a final three, or I think Annabelle and Olivia worked like really closely together, so they honestly could have had a final too, so I'm really not sure. But I think it was probably a smart move for her because I did have a lot of like connections with people in the jury house, especially like Aubrey and Harrison and Jordan, and then if she would have evicted Olivia, I probably would have had Olivia. So I've tried to convince her that sitting next to me on finale would have been a good choice, but it was kind of a stretch, just because the only person I really had pissed off was Eric. So, and it wasn't personal; it was like a game move. So he would have respected it. So it was kind of a stretch for me to like say like that, but I tried my hardest. So.
You made some very valid points in all of your defenses and strategic play. I apologize for not giving you a Hershey kiss. I was not supplied.
Oh, it's okay.
You shouldn't have given all of
You were
them
the first juror
to.
to not get a Hershey kiss, and I apologize. But Hayden, you are allowed to have one of these, to hold one of these for the rest of this interview.
Oh, perfect. I really like this.
It's popular.
It's sassy.
It's popular. So, who do you think has the best shot in the final three out of Olivia, Savannah, and Annabelle?
I think Olivia, she played a good game, a well-rounded game. She has a lot of allies, I think. I think she definitely has the best shot. I don't know. I'm gonna say between Olivia and Savannah is my biggest, like the top two. I think Annabelle maybe made a couple people a little bit too mad. So I think it's gonna really depend on who wins the final HOH and who evicts the last person, because I think it's gonna be dependent on all of the votes, the way that they swing. I don't think Aubrey or Harrison is gonna vote for Annabelle. I'm not sure where Jordan said she would vote for Olivia. So I think it depends. It would be smart for whoever probably to take Annabelle with them for the final too.
So, how has your strategy evolved throughout this game? Because I know that making Final Four, I know no one really expects to go far as a recent player.
Mm-hmm.
So, how has your game evolved throughout going into this and getting very far?
Yeah. So actually, my game, I never would have thought like my game would have went this way, because this kind of fell in my lap. Because I think if I would have stuck with the people that I was super close with at the beginning, I wouldn't have made it this far. So at the beginning, I was just really I had a final two deal with Jordan, when obviously she got evicted, and I was also close with Aubrey at the beginning, but not with Harrison, so that kind of held me back from her. But then I just kind of really was vibing with Savannah and not even Savannah. Olivia was the first person that I really talked to, and I was like, I like you, and then I told Annabelle, I was like, I really like this, and then I kind of got in with Eric and Savannah, so they kind of took me in, but I always was still working with Jordan, and I was still working with Aubrey, so but my main strategy was just to lay low for the first couple weeks, which I did. I didn't really win any competitions until I got into the top 6 was my first comp. I won the two comps in the same week. So I think I won there when I really needed to, because I think if I wouldn't have won there, I would have been gone on Eric or probably Eric's behalf. But I wanted to get him out, so I kind of orchestrated that. But I think laying low was really good for me at the beginning, and then I think I played a very social game, which is why I kind of stayed in cahoots with everyone. So the only person that I was really on their radar, I think, was Dylan for 5 minutes when he thought I was mad at him. But then afterwards, I was like, no, and then he got evicted 5 minutes later, so it didn't even really matter.
Well, okay. On a lighter note, we're gonna give you a nice jazzy question here. If you can make the world's biggest blank, but it's a food, what would it be and why?
I think I would make the world's biggest cheesy gordita crunch. Because I love cheesy gordita crunches.
You dig Taco Bell?
Yes, of course, with no sauce. Cheesy gordita crunch, no ranch sauce. Sorry, I don't like the ranch, but
Respect.
I would do the world's biggest cheesy gordita crunch. I think the world needs that.
Respect.
Yeah, Taco Bell.
All right. Well, I'll give you full roast session on anyone in there, jury or still in the game. Like anything you want to say, I'll give you the floor.
Honestly, I don't really want to roast anyone. I do think though that the Sleepyheads kind of got lucky because I was definitely planning on playing them. I wanted to, at the top 8, really get Aubrey and Jordan through because I figured, but before the special eviction, that I would be tighter with Jordan and Aubrey, and I always had the most out in Annabelle. I never thought Annabelle really was fully with me, and I mean, I guess she obviously was because they did take me to the Final Four, but I figured if I would get to the Final Four with Annabelle, Olivia, and Savannah, I was going to be the one to go, especially if it was Annabelle, because I kind of had talked about a Final 2 with both Savannah and Olivia, so I think if it would have been either of them voting, I maybe would have stayed, but I always kind of had the least amount of, like, trust in Annabelle. But I think overall, I'm really happy that I got to work with Sleepyheads because they kind of kept me safe throughout the game. So I do owe them a lot, but also I never was fully in on it. Like my pure intention was to take Aubrey and Jordan all the way through, and specifically Jordan because we had a Final 2 deal from the very beginning. But at the special eviction, obviously that all got thrown off, so I just decided to be really happy about making it with Sleepyheads and then wrote it to the Final Four. So I think that worked for me. I think it's good gameplay. That's really what I planned on doing, was kind of laying low at the beginning. And I'm really proud of myself because I didn't think I would make it this far, so.
Yeah, you did well.
Awesome.
Well, would you play again?
Yeah, for sure. I want to play Real Big Brother. But also, would I play this 20,000 times? Yes.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it. This was the 11th Christian burial of the day. Hayden, it was great.
It was nice to talk to you.
Nice talking to you too. I also apologize for the Hershey because I'm going to do that in a little bit.
It's totally fine.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next
so
time.
bad. I'm forgetting people's names. It's bad. No, I know Sav.
I was literally about to be so hurt.
I forgot Hayden's name.
Oh, shit.
This is the last Christian burial. Oh my God. Sav, please talk most of the time.
If I was going to be buried, I'm glad it was a Christian one.
Yes.
We love Jesus.
This is the last Christian burial of Big Brother 15. Savannah, the last juror.
Man.
First off, I'm going to give you, for the last juror, you
Oh
get
my
2
God.
little kisses.
Thank you.
Personally from me.
Wow. Love.
Those
Thank you so
go
much.
physically, and they're also metaphorical kisses.
Oh,
So
thank you.
you should feel blessed right now.
I feel really blessed.
Yes.
Like, really. This is
Also-
how I feel.
You get a fresh pickings from this little wicker basket.
Oh, wow.
You get to choose whichever one of these to hold throughout this whole interview.
Okay.
Yes. But just don't stab me or anything like that.
I'm going to take the scooper, because I always knew the scoop in this game.
That was in there?
Yep.
That was... I'm also gonna, since this is the last one, I'm gonna take the baby one.
Oh my God. I always eat baby utensils. Fun fact.
These are the 2 utensils that have not been used today.
No one's
So-
used this yet?
No one has not used. No
Losers,
That has
come
not been
on.
used today.
Okay.
So-
Shocking.
Savannah,
Yes,
as the last juror, you played the whole day.
I did.
So, how did your strategy change from the start to the finish?
Perfect question. In the beginning of this game, I said that I was going to stir shit up and that I didn't want to win. I just wanted to see how far I could get. Now, I thought at first I was stupid for not wanting to win, but here's my deal here. And you will see this in the journey. I said I didn't want to win because I didn't want my only 2 games that I've ever played to be wins. I'll see you later. Oh, yes, indeed. I didn't want, so I've played Survivor once and I won, and then I was like, this is my first time playing Big Brother. If I win, that's going to look bad and come back and bite me in the butt, right? But it was ironic because my one Survivor win bit me in the butt too. Anyway, as time went on, I started to feel for these people. I started to really love my alliance. And then I got in the game. And I stopped stirring shit up because I cared about people. But then I think it was like once I was on jury, I felt okay with whatever way things happened. If I was on the block, I would have been fine. And like I was on the block. And like I was a little worried, but I was worried that I was being lied to instead of just being straight up about it. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on, I was like, okay, now that I made jury, I'm okay with whatever happens. I'm gonna try. I'd like to get as far as I can, but again, I'm not expecting to win the game. But I am not gonna lie. I'm a little bitter that the reason why I wasn't picked was the reason. Because I don't think other games should decipher this game, because they're all different. But I would have done the same thing if I was Olivia. I can't do that to her, like, not because if she won another game, but what she said when I asked her the question, when she said she didn't think she could beat me. That's what made me respect it. But when she voted me out and said it was just because I had my survivor moment, that made me mad, if that, like, made sense. Like, not, like, physically mad, but like game mode, like
Yes.
that's why you're not picking me, like because of another game.
That feeling that makes sense.
Yes. But like personally, I'm totally fine. You can do whatever you want. But then when she explained like she just didn't think she could beat me, then I was like, okay, that was fine. Maybe that's all that came to her mind then. But I'm really happy with my game here because I feel like my name was never thrown out. The one time I was on the, or I don't think it was. The one time I was on the block, I knew I was going up as a pawn, and Hayden used the veto on me to save me. So, like, I'm, like, proud of my social game, because I feel like I kept everyone happy, and I was also winning comps when I needed to, and not winning when I thought I was safe, just not to put a target on me. I'm proud of I had fun. Like, I just wasn't really stressed in this game. I just had fun, and I'd like to see how far I went. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
So if you would have won the final HOH, let's hypothetically,
Yeah.
who would you have chosen and why?
I would have stayed loyal to Olivia regardless. I would have picked Olivia to be up, and I know that it would have been a close call, and I think she could have beaten me, but that's just the kind of player I am. I think if you played an equally dirty game and you work just as hard, I think that you deserve to be next to me, and then let's see who can talk it up. Who can back up their game the best, and may the best player win.
A talk-off.
I'm not about, like, I don't think that, I mean, if Annabelle would have came to me and told me the Brandon thing, because I didn't know that the chain thing, I didn't know that we would have been tied if, like, Brandon would have went home and she would have done something different. I had no idea. So if I would have won HOH and then the final HOH and Annabelle would have told me that information, I think that's a big move because that would have changed our numbers completely, and then we would have been struggling with majority. So that's why I voted for Annabelle to win, not because I hated Olivia, like, obviously. But, like, I think the numbers game is a really big deal in games like this. And so the fact that she had that and then kept it quiet from all of us and, like, didn't tell us that, like, that was a big move. Like, she could have had equal numbers on both sides, which was crazy because I didn't expect that much power from, like, the chain thing was, like, probably, like, one of my lowest challenges. I was like, oh, okay, you're just picking keys, like, it's whatever. I didn't even think about numbers. But if she would have came to me and told me that, then it probably would have been harder. But I felt really solid with Olivia, and I probably would have picked her to go to the end and just let the best person talk their game, and whoever won.
So you talked about a lot of different aspects of your game
Yeah.
and a lot of different aspects of how it changed.
Mm-hmm.
Would you change anything if you could go back? You did say you were very proud of your game,
Yeah.
but would you change things if you could go back?
I don't think I would have. I'm trying to think of anything that I would have changed. Maybe. I really don't think I would have. I'm not like, No, I really don't think I would have. I think I played a pretty good game. Like, I'm happy with it. I think I made the moves I needed to make. I think I was fairly honest with people when I needed to be. I think I did a good job. I think I did a good job at keeping under wraps, like, both of the alliances. Because I think the biggest thing was when Jordan threw out that I was in the coworkers. I had only told half of the sleepyheads that I was in the coworkers. And I didn't tell the other half yet. And they were shocked. And I'm like, y'all really didn't even have an inkling that I was in another one? And maybe I'm going to watch it back and feel stupid because maybe they did know. But this is just my knowledge without watching the playbacks. But after that, I was like, they really had no idea that I was in another alliance. Wow. But yeah. I probably wouldn't have changed anything. It was a fun game. I had a lot of fun.
So let's move on into a little lighter note.
Yeah.
If you were a pizza,
Ooh.
what would your toppings be?
Mm-hmm.
What would any part of your pizza be, and what shape would it be?
Any shape I could.
Also, if you would like to add extra, what shape would the box be?
Ooh. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
regular pizzas, they're circles in square boxes.
Yes.
So
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait.
Cut into triangles.
cut.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I love this. Yeah. Okay. My pizza. We love a good Alfredo sauce. I like tomato sauce, but Alfredo sauce on pizza is way better. I'm sorry. Alfredo sauce, spinach, grilled chicken, bacon,
Sounds like a pasta.
bacon pepperoni, black olives, and then what I do is I drizzle pesto on top with a drizzle of sriracha for spice. That bitch is good, y'all. I've had that before. That's good. Let's see. Shape. I would be the one to just do a random squiggle and see what happens. So I would just like slap the dough on the table, and whatever it did, it did. I would abstract. I love abstract art, so I would literally just do whatever. The abstract, the better. The box, I would make. I think I would make the box a trapezoid. Wait, or am I thinking of a rhombus? It's the one that goes like
Trapezoid.
trapezoid. I was right. I would make the box a trapezoid because I like the way trapezoid sounds, and I think it would look cool for a pizza box.
So you hear that? That's a Jackson Pollock pizza with a chicken Alfredo topping, basically. Well, Seth, I'm leaving you with the spoon thing.
Yes.
Roast anybody, say anything about anybody, the game. I know things got personal a little
A
bit.
little bit. A little
There
bit.
were some things.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the floor. You
Yeah.
can say whatever you want.
Sweet. I loved this game. I loved everybody that played this game, and I'm happy that it was a clean game. I like when people make little dirty moves, and I know I didn't make many dirty moves, but people were so nice in this game, and it made me feel like, I don't know, it made me feel some kind of way. I respect everyone in this game. About the little personal gestures, I get it's a game. You get in your head. That's totally okay. I'm just happy to be here, and I love playing the game because I love these shows so much. I hope to be back with a new idea and a new thing. I just hope I can bring entertainment to these shows because I think it's really fun. So if I can entertain, my goal is made.
So you would come back?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yes, indeed.
You hear that, folks?
Oh, yes, indeed.
She's gonna be back.
I will be back.
All right. Well, that was the last Christian burial of the season.
I'm so happy I could be the last one, too. I'm glad I was the last juror. That's cool. Okay, I'm done.
This is Christian signing off forever. Goodbye.